Michael Bay. We all know him. And especially his Transformers films. And we also know about apparently supposedly producing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot, only they're as aliens, and yeah, they have Megan Fox playing April O'Neil. I've heard of all that shit. Anyway. However, yeah, a lot of people say that, I've heard a lot of people say that he ass raped Transformers. Honestly, I beg to differ on that. Now, if you think that I'm defending the Transformers movies, I'm not. In fact, I've only seen the first one. I never saw the second one or the third one. Yeah, Revenge of the Fall and Dark of the Moon. Never saw them. However, I actually can't blame Michael Bay for those movies. I actually blame Spielberg. And this is why.
The first thing that I sat down with the writers was an idea to make this a story about a boy in his car, because that's something everybody can relate to.
Bumblebee, head for the underground parking entrance.
Transformers were always about robots in disguise and more than meets the eye. And that more than meets the eye could mean more than just the robots. More than meets the eye could mean something about the human characters.
But there were very few humans that we could draw from. So it meant coming up with characters that didn't exist before.
Steven Spielberg called me right when I was finishing The Island, and he said, I'd like to do Transformers, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'll think about it. Hung up. I'm not doing that movie. That's what I said to myself. I'm not doing a toy movie. I thought about it, and I went to Hasbro in Rhode Island, and they put me through Transformers school. Something in Transformers just struck me when I was sitting there. I said to myself, if you can make this really real and edgy, and I saw a couple images that were towards the direction that they would like to take this, and I'm like, that's really interesting. So I think right then and there I was kind of sold on trying to make this idea work.
Michael Bay was born to direct Transformers. He was the perfect fit for this concept.
You see, Spielberg actually hired Bay to direct Transformers, saying he was the perfect fit. He was born to do it. And Bay apparently originally didn't have any interest. You heard he was like, oh, yeah, sure, okay. Not doing it. He originally had no interest in it. And yeah, so think about that. If Spielberg hadn't contacted Michael Bay and, suggested this to him and such, then think about what could have been. And right there, also another thing, one of the big mythologies of the Transformers was, a lot of people I think was like, oh, it's more about the robots. Sort of the interactions you sort of got with the robots and such. And they said making a story about a boy in his car, which obviously wasn't what Transformers was about originally. So they're kind of already, before they even brought Bay on board, it sounds like they're already kind of messing around with it a bit. So, yeah, honestly, this is one of the rare opportunities where I honestly can't fault Bay for. I actually hold Spielberg's feet to the fire for this. So, there you have it.